So I'm Kyle and I'm running Dwarven Mountain Holds Grand Army list, and it's been a sad time.
Do you want to kind of explain how the day went yesterday and then today?
So yesterday, round 1 was versus Pip with Lizard Men. I knew it was going to be a hard game, so everyone said he'd been a really good player. Dawi After Dark had said that he'd played a lot of games against him and he knows dwarves.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm up against someone who knows how to take me down. I don't know much about Lizard Men. Started off really well when the Grudge Throwers by turn 2 had taken down the BSB Carnosaur. And then everything just stopped.
Yeah.
Every misfire, every one I could roll. But it was 14-6. It was just, I just couldn't bring the Basilodons down. Once they got close, then that was pretty much game over because the Carnosaur had managed to get around the side of me. But it was a good game. And I thought, you know what? Everyone says he's a really good player. I'll put up a good fight. Hopefully that'll help me into round 2. Was I wrong? Because I went into Ross with Warriors of Chaos.
Oh, Ross is quite a difficult player as well because he's quite experienced.
Yeah, it's that classic dwarf thing at the minute of, do you use all your war machines to hit the big dragons and the big characters, or do you go for where the points are, but then you're ignoring the elephant in the room of this massive powerhouse that's going to come and hit you? And like I said to you yesterday, like, Chaos Dwarfs have the option of putting a character on a mount that can hit out first. We don't have that. I can put 400 points on my king, but no one's going to come near him, and I can't force the issue because of the movement. So round 1 opened 2 Grudge Throwers, an Organ Gun, a Thane with the handgun runes, and all the rangers into his army. Killed 1 Chaos Knight, didn't wound the dragon at all, and then just basically just died. He hit me. Everything that could fail a save did. Everything that failed a ward save did. Anything that had a ward save didn't because of the Warpfire Dragon. And it was just kind of that classic game of dwarves being overwhelmed by big powerhouses they can't stop.
Swept across the board. Kind of.
Yeah. And then the most fun of the game of the day was yourself, obviously, because dwarves, again, because we're both dwarves, we're then dictating. It's more, I would find 2 dwarves into each other is more tactical, and it's more like chess because you're the same movement. You've both got war machines going at each other. You've got
more
lines.
Balanced and more equal.
Yeah. It's how I imagine the game plays when you're a kid and you're looking at it in magazines. So you've got 2 armies slowly going towards each other. Do I move forward and let you charge me, etc., etc. And yeah, I enjoyed that one much more. The game I've had today
with Andy.
Yeah, with Andy. Again, I saw the list last night and I thought, do I want to go back? But no, to be fair, it was absolutely fun. I said to him, look, I'm not going to deploy in the corner. I've got nothing to play for. I know you've got 2 dragons. I don't have a hard counter. I'm up for a scrap. He came at me, because the thing is, with the 4 objectives, he could have took all 4 objectives. I could have bunkered in the corner. He puts the dragons in front of my bunker. I then have to go out and get past them to get off the objectives. Again, I've looked at a lot of the lists online, like Gyrocopter Heavy. Terry's doing quite well with his dwarves today, and I was asking him about his list.
Good, though,
But he's actually avoided war machines altogether and just gone for 4 gyros.
I think he has had a win as well, isn't he?
Yeah, he's had a couple of wins, But yeah, no, it's been good. I'm a dwarf ride or die sort of player.
Yeah, me too.
I love them as a faction. I have played as Chaos Dwarfs, and unfortunately Chaos Dwarfs, they do what if you ignore the, like I said yesterday, if you ignore the Iron Demon, if you ignore the Orc units you can put in there, like their standard warrior, while it's more expensive, comes with stubborn. Like today I've gone for Longbeards for this weekend's event. The last event I did, I ran Royal Clans, and my Royal Clans warriors had stubborn. There's certain things that the dwarves fall behind. Their infantry is meant to be hard as nails, but a lot of it isn't really. Dwarf warriors, Longbeards, very squishy. You can sort of put wards in them, but if you're going to put a ward in a dwarf unit, you want it to be in your hammers or your ironbreakers. And it's still, I'm still trying to figure out. I've played them now since Old World started. I took a break from dwarves, played lots of different other factions and got lots of wins in other factions, and thought, well, now I'm doing good, now I know what I'm doing, I'll go back to dwarves. And it's that classic, how do I do this sort of thing. So, but yeah, overall I've had fun. I kind of knew what I was getting into with dwarves. So.
What are you hoping for your next match?
I'm hoping that, since that was a 20-0, because I was very surprised last night, sitting in 36 22nd out of 40, I thought, right, I'm in a safe space. I looked at the round, and somehow, all the way down in the slums, I've still run into a double Chaos Dragon list.
Yeah.
A double Dragon Chaos list, that is. I'm hoping that I run into maybe one of the other Dwarf players. I'd quite like to go into the Slayer army.
Oh, that'd be interesting.
Simply because I know that's going to come at me, but it's not flying that can stay massively out of my charge range, then hit me. I'll be able to sort of get into combat sort of thing. It's being able to, I think Dwarf's problem is, it's part mobility, part being able to dictate the state of play of the game. So I'm hoping for one of them. Probably not. I'll probably get slapped around again, but we'll see. Anything undead, I don't mind playing the undead because it's slow.
Yeah.
Like our game was, we got through the turns quite quickly, but that's because. But the actual movement was slow in terms of being able to pick the fights, and like the fight we actually got a charge off in that game. So yeah, I'm hoping just to not see a dragon in the next game.
Kyle. And did you want to talk a bit about your event? Will you be running another one in October?
Yes. So last year, Mum was diagnosed with breast cancer. I did a Old World charity event at Battlefield Hobbies in Daventry, in Ada Macmillan. We had 28 players and we hit £1,500 for the day. We have a charity raffle. We have a £1 reroll bucket. There's a small selection of trophies, but the emphasis is more about the charity raffle. We had support from Alchemist Models on Etsy. Alchemist Workshop donated a huge amount to us. And that year we had Element Games and Mantic as well. That was meant to be a one-off event, and I was dragged into doing it this year. This year we had a few dropouts, so we had 20 players, and somehow they managed to beat last year's target. We were just shy of £1,600. Again, we had Artist Opus, Alchemist Workshop, and Battlefield Hobbies donated into that. The first one was the Barmy for Skull Pass. The second one was the Kraken Lord's Booty. They're all references to things in the old world.
You said it was kind of Halloween themed a little bit as well.
Yeah. Well, we aim it to be. I'll be announcing it shortly because the shop's booking up, so I'm going to have a look. We're October next year. Fancy dress is encouraged. You get a free raffle ticket for the charity raffle if you're in fancy dress. And it's normally encouraged, any fancy dress is welcome, but it's normally the faction that you are. So the first year we had someone dressed up with an inflatable dragon as their high elf prince. We had a night goblin. This year, because it was nautical themed about Slayer pirates and things like that, we had an entire pirate crew and a captain. So yeah, it's all toward, the proceeds are all towards Macmillan. This year, the money that we made funded 55 hours of paid counsellor support for Macmillan.
That's brilliant.
They're a really transparent charity where they actually contacted me.
Told you where the money was
we had like
allocated.
a sort of 2-hour chat on the phone, and they said like how the money was being distributed. I think it was like the money went to the Yorkshire region for their call centre up there. Yeah, 55 hours of a paid counsellor manning the phone lines, because a lot of their phone lines are volunteers. So if obviously someone's really struggling that need professional help, that's paid for that coverage. So yeah, it's amazing because we have a lot of the guys here like Adam, John Marston. There was a couple of others. In the first year we had some from Brum as well. We have people sort of competitive tournament players that get into the fun of it. Say it's once per turn, you could pay £1 for a re-roll, so it creates sort of crazy moments that wouldn't happen.
Bring the community together.
Yeah.
Your mum obviously attended the past 2 years as well.
She attended the first Old World charity event, the Barmy for Skull Pass. She was going through chemotherapy at that time, so she would only sort of be there for half an hour. The sort of full circle moment is that she came to the second one. She mans the cake stall, so we have a cake stall going on that brings players cake, and they take the money back to the pot. We have the raffle, we have the re-roll bucket. Is community affected as well? We had a lot of players last year, a lot of close friends that came that I didn't know had family members or themselves that were impacted by cancer. We had a player this year who currently undergoing treatment for cancer. So it's a huge input. Like it's almost created like its own little community around this charity event that happens.
I guess people a safe space to talk about these things as well.
Yeah, definitely, lots of friends of mine, best friends that I played for years at the shop, I didn't know were impacted by it. And it's created sort of I've already had players outside of sort of my friend circle say, right, when's the next one coming next year, sort of thing. Like people are already asking. Like the guys here, Adam and the Dudley boys have said that they're interested in coming over. yeah, it's all in good spirit, it's all good fun, and it's for a good cause.